Good morning and welcome to Gahanga International Cricket Ground. It is a beautiful morning here. It's a Saturday morning. It's the clash of the Titans. Telugu Royals taking on Zonic Tigers in what is supposed to be a very good contest, as both the teams have a chance to play the finals. They have two games each this weekend. I'm here with the two captains, Ramu from Telugu, Martin Akayezu, the captain of Zonic Tigers, and Rukundo, our third umpire. Ramu, the Telugu Royals captain, being the home team, will flip the coin. Heads is the call. And head it is. Martin, come through. You've won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We are going to bowl first. According to the outfield, so the ground is still wet, so to help us to take them below the total we have set for ourselves.
First time this year in the Alphabet T10, and now this ongoing T20. We've seen two Ugandans coming in. Any reason to that?
For us, T10, we take it as a preparation for this big T20. So we've brought them to help us. We've been falling short. So I hope we will take this trophy again. Yeah.
What auto, you said you're going to bowl fast. What auto would you feel you would restrict Telugu Royals to stand a chance of taking the 2 points?
Probably 140.
140 it is, and thank you and all the best, Martin. Ramu, please come through. You've lost the toss. Would you have loved to bowl fast or bat it fast?
Obviously, we are bowling fast because of some ground is very wet. So we would like to also bowl fast.
What do people expect from you guys? You have two games. Today you're playing Zonic Tigers, and tomorrow you have another game.
Yeah, it's must-win games. If we get a better run rate, so we can reach the final with CCC.
What does it mean having the captain of Ugandan national team, Brian Masaba, in your team?
Yeah, as actually, he's playing very well. So even last two games also he played very well. But one game is unfortunate for umpire decision. But it's okay. It's part of a game. So let us try our best as he can give his best for our team.
All the best. That was it from the toss. Zonic Tigers, Martin Akayezu won the toss and has elected to bowl fast.
For Telugu Royals Cricket Club, opening the bowling attack for Zonic Tigers is Nyasi, the left arm quick. This will be quite an competition to watch, as they've got good bowling attack. Zonic Tigers often leading them to their victories as they bowl first. Whenever they're elected to bowl first, they have 100% record of winning a game where they bowl first. Let's see if this game changes any of those past records. It's a lovely day out here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. The sun is out, and we will keep you entertained throughout the day. This is match number 12 here at RCA T20 Duffabet Men's Tournament. The field is just being set by Zonic Tigers. Zonic Tigers, having won the toss, they elected to bowl first, and as the captain mentioned there, out in the middle, right after he won the toss, he's trying to restrict the Telugu Royals down to a minimum 140. If he would be able to contain that, he would be a happy man. And in the commentary box, I welcome my partner for the day, Bob Bashir Songa. Welcome.
Thank you, Zed. Good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday here at Gahanga International Cricket Ground. Off the mark straight away with that quick single is Bosco to Yizere. Good start there. Lovely piece of delivery there from Inyasi Nirenganya coming in from the banana plantation end straight into the block hole, but Bosco to Yizere has no time to waste as he gets his team off the mark straight away with that drive. And that brought the Uganda international Roger Mukasa on strike, taking his guard, playing his second game for Telugu Royals this season. Got a very good knock of 74 against Challengers Cricket Club. Unfortunately, it went in vain as he was outplayed by his partner back in Uganda national team, Robinson Obuya, who features for Challengers Cricket Club. He's here to take on Inyasi Nirenganya. These two teams are looking for these two crucial points. Flicked away straight away. 2 is the call. They're running very hard there. Bosco is very quick, and they get 2 runs comfortably in the end. Very good start here for the Telugu Royals. Nyasi Nirenganya struggling there in his run-up. You can see the outfield is still wet. Doesn't want to injure himself. He's taking it lightly in his first over. Two fielders outside the ring. Third man and a deep point on the leg side. What signaled by the umpire, Gaston Ivizi. And Nyasi Nirenganya has a slip in place to see if he can beat that outside edge of Roger Mukasa. Lovely game here. These two teams here, Zed, they all stand a chance of playing the finals if they win their two games left alone by Roger Mukasa. Showing Inyasi Nirenganya, the bowler, that he's here on the mission, taking his time. He knows he can back up his power if he stays in later in the innings. This would be a very interesting game here, Zed.
Yes, Bob. The game over here is very interesting, and shot offered, but straight to the fielder. Slight fumble there, and still a single. Very quick are these two between the wickets. They've got the fitness, they've got the quick legs, and they managed to steal a single just off a slight fumble there from the man in covers. As we see, Nyasi is giving away 5 runs so far. He's the go-to man for Zonic Tigers Cricket Club. He has picked up 7 wickets in the past 5 innings for Zonic Tigers Cricket Club. He is the main bowling attack for Zonic Tigers. Swing and a miss. Lovely ball movement off the pitch there by Nyasi. He gets that natural outswinger. Was pitched a bit fuller. Bosco just tried to play it on the rise, but failed to make any contact with the ball. There's a wettish outfield there. They'll try to maximize as much as possible in the power play here. In the air. Who's underneath it? Lands it safe. And that's the first boundary of the blade of Tuizere Jean Bosco. He's on the charge. Lovely strike. Went on to the ball. On the rise. Lovely looking shot there by Bosco.
What a talent. Look at that on the replay. On the back foot. Up and over. Is Bosco Tuizere, who doesn't like wasting time there in the middle. We saw him play exactly the same way against challengers, getting 39 runs off 29 deliveries, 5 boundaries at a maximum. Had a very good partnership with his partner there, Roger Mukasa. And that brought us to the end of the first over. 9 runs on board. Martin Akayezu comes into the attack straight away, the captain. Coming in from the pavilion end. He's been getting crucial wickets in the power play. Can he strike goal for his team and break this partnership as early as possible? We all know the damage they can cause, these two out there in the middle, if they stay out there for a couple of more overs.
Martin Akayezu into the attack. Pitches it outside off stump. Shot it on this occasion. Telugu Royals love batting first, winning the toss. They have a percentage of 71.4% of the times they win if they bat first. Martin Akayezu charging in again. Foolish. On the full, plays it straight to the fielder there. Denied by his partner, a single. Good work there. He's a very busy bowler, Martin Akayezu. Very sneaky, has lots of variations. It would be interesting to see how Roger Mukasa plays Martin Akayezu here. Oh, Lovely late swing there, but a wide indicated by Sibonio, the on-field umpire. Quite a bit of movement after the ball left the pitch there, Bob.
He mentioned it, the captain Martin Akayezu himself, earlier at the toss, saying he wants to utilize the opportunities of using the conditions up front. One of the reasons he opted to ball fast. Very good running between the wickets there. From these two, Bosco is one of the quickest between the wickets there.
You've got to be super quick if you're taking on Bosco. And I believe that was a bit slopish by the fielder. The throw didn't come onto the stumps, and there was a slight opportunity there for Zonic Tigers to pick up their first wicket, and that would have been a massive blow. But they gave up on the opportunity, couldn't make it, didn't get a comfortable throw, the keeper. You can see the keeper on screen right now, just adjusting his fielders on the onside. Looking very comfortable are these two. 11 on the board. 3 more deliveries to go by Martin Akayezu here.
In the air, who wants it? It's up and over. Pasco Murungi gives it a chase. 2 is the call. These two get there again comfortably in the end. Very good rotation of strike by these two batsmen. Pasco Murungi comes in for the first time this season for Zonic Tigers, the former under-19 captain of Team Uganda that featured in the World Cup back in the West Indies. He comes alongside with his partner Amos Ahura, the wicket-keeper batsman. You can see this game means a lot to Zonic Tigers and Telugu Royals, as Telugu Royals has the captain of the national team of Team Uganda, Brian Masawa. Shot ball, pulled away. What a shot! First maximum of the innings. It comes off the blade of Bosco. He pulls that on the back foot. What a talent is Bosco, this young man. He is young but has a heart of a lion. Not scared of throwing his bat at that short ball. Look at that on the replay. He knows there are only 2 fielders outside the ring. He's not shy of taking on the aerial route.
Oh, beautiful shot there by Bosco. He went, pounced on it. He was pitched a bit short, and his eyes just lit up. Took it all the way for a duffer bet maximum. Played on the onside this time for just a single. And a no ball, just adding to the misery here. It's something Martin Akayezu has been struggling of recent games. He always happens to offer a no ball in each and every over that he bowls here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. Will this add to the misery? Roger Mukasa will be delighted to face the free hit on offer.
Bosco Tuizere on 14 of just 6 deliveries. Remember, this is his former club, Zonic Tigers. He was the captain for this side. He knows these young bowlers here. Not afraid of taking them on. Free hit coming. Roger Mukasa on strike. Cuts powerfully. No timing whatsoever. Straight to covers. Wilson gives them an easy single there in the end. And that brought us to the end of the second over. 22 runs on board. Yet to get a wicket is Zonic Tigers. Telugu Royals moving at 11 runs per over. Projected score looks to be 220. Are we in Z to witness a huge total?
Oh, definitely. The way these boys are going, the way they've given a base to their side, it's almost like they're playing T10 out here. You see them on a score of 22 at the end of 2 overs, and knowing the power package that Tuizere Jean Bosco is, often known as Dumini around here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, but through his batting today you can see hints of Faf du Plessis of South Africa. You can see the way he pounces on the short ball. It's almost like he knows it's coming his way, and he has striked it clean so far. Nyasi back into the attack. Oh, slight inside edge there off the pads, and they managed to steal yet another single.
Bosco to use it. You talked about earlier. One of the quickest. I'm not sure how these fielders of Zonic Tigers are gonna get rid of him with the run out. I don't think they stand a chance here, Zed.
Everything on offer here for Jean Bosco as he faces Nyasi once again. Low full toss and a fumble yet again. Overthrow by the fielder in covers. Easy single, easy pickings for the Telugu Royals here. Moving comfortably. Not agitated whatsoever are these two. Roger Mukasa back on strike. He has faced Nyasi quite a lot of times before. Powerfully driven down the ground. Straight to the fielder. And they pick up just a single.
Lovely to see Bosco Tuyizere, the Rwanda international, who missed out a couple of games for the national team because of that injury when he was playing for Zonic Tigers as a wicketkeeper. He's taking charge, playing with a very experienced player like Roger Mukasa, to be precise. Taking charge of the innings in these 3 overs into the block hole. But a single is always a single when these two are batting out there in the middle. They're playing it straight to the fielder, but they are very quick to get to the other end. Lovely rotation of strike here. Much needed partnership for Telugu Royals if they are yet to get those 2 points today. Taking his time is Roger Mukasa. We all know the damage he can cause to the opposition side if he stays out there in the middle. Can Inyas break this partnership? Back over length there. No is the call. Played on the back foot is Roger Mukasa with the full face. Lovely technique from these two in the middle. Lovely scenes here. It's a beautiful day here at Ganga International Cricket Ground as we are underway in this Dafabet T20 RCA Cup. These two teams have 2 games this weekend. They need 4 points to stand a chance to play challengers in the finals. Straight away to covers, 2 dot balls, much needed for Zonic Tigers, and that brought us to the end of the 3rd over. 26 runs on board. Very good over there from Inyasi in his 2nd over, giving away only 4 runs as I get this opportunity to read you the team list of Zonic Tigers. Martin Akayezu, the captain, the all-rounder, Rwanda International. Neon Shruti Eli, the all-rounder. Nitanga Wilson, opening batsman of the Rwanda national side. Mujisha Israel, the leg spinner. What a talent he is, this young man. Gumusenge Daniel, who got a very good score in their first game, bagging that man of the match, scoring 40 and taking 4 wickets. Noari Steven, another spinner in the side. Namuhoranyi Chris Yusuf, who was normally the wicket keeper, but he's been replaced by the Uganda international Amos Ahura. Nirenganya Inyas, left arm quick. Shot it is from the dugout. 1 bounce for 4. That's Bosco to use it for you, taking on Martin Akayezu, not respecting the Rwanda international all-rounder Martin Akayezu, pulling it in the slot, and Bosco to use it is very ready to comply and oblige and get another boundary to his team and to his back, and he moves to just 20 off 9 deliveries here. As I was reading you the team list, there's also Neo Mugabo Rodrigue, the younger brother of Martin Akayezu. Pasco Murunji, Uganda international, coming all the way from Uganda, 450 kilometers to come and play this game. Catch is the call, slow ball there. Puts in a dive, is Inyasi at point, but they're getting 2 runs again in the deep. A misfield there, and Bosco calls for a 3rd run there.
Beautiful running between the wickets by these two. It shows you the intent. The message is clear. They're trying to score big here. We've talked about how quick they are between the wickets, but Bob, have you noticed how quick he opens up that front foot? That beautiful shot he hit past the bowler, straight as an arrow, goes to the boundary in a jiffy. Pressure on the bowler, bowls it wide. Free run to Telugu Royals Cricket Club. The score reads 34 for no loss. Projected score 204. Moving at a steady run rate of 10.2 at the moment. If they do not pick up any wickets within this power play, we can expect a huge score here by Telugu Royals. Lovely driven there just to the fielder at point. Roger Mukasa taking his time. He's faced 12 deliveries so far. Dozen balls and just 7 runs on board. But we all know he can accelerate at any given time and recover.
I'm not sure he has said why Martin Akayezu himself, the captain, hasn't used the likes of Duane Stephen and Israel. These two have been playing pace superbly with ease. This is where, as a captain, you have to think very quickly. Remember, this is one of the shortest formats in this game. One game can cause you the whole game. 1 over, I beg your pardon. Chip in an over to the spinners and see what they can deliver. Bosco Tuizele and Roger Mukasa are comfortable at the moment playing pace with much ease. Full ball there driven powerfully. Luckily enough, Martin got something on that. Another throw gives them the second run. Poor in the field is Zonic Tigers. You can see the captain himself is not happy with that throw.
Completely unnecessary there by the fielder, and you can see the disgust on the captain's face. He didn't expect that throw to come in. Was absurd there by the fielder. Charging in again. Plays it late, straight to the fielder at point. As the end of the over. He's taking his time. There is Roger Mukasa. And his partner, who has stepped on the gas, is on 23 of just 10 deliveries. The pocket dynamo we've got here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium is Jean Bosco. He knows his fellow teammates, ex-teammates, and he's taking all that to his own benefit right now. They've given a stable start to the innings here for Telugu Royals.
Pascal Murungi, the former national team under 19 captain who featured in the West Indies, comes straight into the attack from the banana plantation end. He's been getting my partner here, the GM, tells me it's no longer called the banana plantation end, it's now called the airport end. Thank you there, Emma. As we welcome you here in the comms box. Slow ball there, soft hands, straight to point. A single is always a single. You can't beat biomechanics here, Zed. He played it on the left side of Wilson Nitanga, who is a right-handed player. And he knows straight away that's a single to his back. Very good to see Bosco Tuizere taking charge. Batting with Roger Mukasa. He played the same role against challengers, striking the ball over 170. Soft hands there, guided through third man for another single. Lovely rotation of strike from these two. Very surprised to see Martin Akayezu going for more pace. These two have been playing it with ease. Not sure why he hasn't introduced the spinners. He has 2 spinners in the side. 1 over can change the whole scenario of this game here, Zed.
He's been heavily relying on the pace bowlers so far. And we see Pascal Murungi here just having a restart to this bowl. Bosco on the attack. He will be loving pace. He's been loving pace so far. Has been sighting the ball quite early, just a fraction of a second early, just assisting him to pounce on it. Clears that front foot and on to the shot he goes. Appeal there. And the umpire not interested. Looked doubtful there. The appeal was made loud and clear. Not a clear sight on it, but I believe there should be a bat on ball.
That's when you look at that previous delivery from Pascal Murungi, he's been getting those kind of wickets. He loves bowling it full. Soft hands there again from Bosco. Getting off strike again to give a chance to Roger Mukasa to play his former, I beg your pardon, his partner in the national side. He knows him better. Pascal Murungi has been picking wickets in the warm-up games or the trial games of Uganda. Recently he picked 5 wickets. And Zed, I'm telling you, 4 wickets were all LBs. Loves bowling it straighter. Cut away powerfully. 2 is the call. It's in the gap. No chance whatsoever for the fielder at third man, Daniel Gumnyusenge. And Roger gets his first boundary of 17 deliveries. This is not the Roger we all know, but he's taking his time. We saw him playing exactly the same way against challengers, and he ended up scoring 75 runs, which was in vain as he was outshined by his former teammate Robinson Obuya.
Powerfully struck there, straight to the fielder in covers. It's a beautiful looking cut shot there, Bob. With his expertise, we expect more of those here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. The outfield there in the deep, just helping the ball on its way to the boundary for 4 runs. Daniel Gumisenge is not a bad fielder. He is quick. He's young, but not quick enough to get to the ball on that occasion. He is taking his time, Roger Mukasa, but we all know it can be quite difficult to recover out of such a scenario when you face too many deliveries and haven't put up shots on display. He needs to get going. He needs to back up his partner who's firing from the opposite end. Daniel Gumisenge, I believe they've heard what you've been asking them, Bob.
Last over of the power play, 43 runs for no loss. As we see the introduction of Daniel Gumusenge, who picked 4 wickets in their first game. And he bagged the player of the match in that particular game. Brings in a third man into the ring. 2 fielders outside the ring is a long on fielder, Pascal Murungi. Loud appeal there, but the umpire is not interested. And a deep extra cover, Inyasi Nirenganya. And the 2 fielders outside the ring. Crucial over here for Zonic Tigers. Can they break this partnership? Telugu Royals has a very good batting lineup here. You don't want this to get that comfortable out there in the middle. Full ball there, driven straight to covers. 2 is the call. Inyasi Nirenganya gives it a charge, but they get 2 runs again comfortably in the end.
Not the kind of fielding we're used to seeing from Zonic Tigers. Often we've seen how quick they are in the field, in the outfield there. They're all young boys. You don't want to be taking on their arms on most occasions, but they're doing a good job here. Played on the leg side by Bosco. The chase was on. Oh my god. They've managed to steal 3 runs on this occasion. It was played in the deep there. Just around the corner. Risky shot there. And that puts Roger Mukasa back on strike, and he will be facing Daniel Gumisenge. He was placed in a vacant area, and how quick they are between the wickets. They managed to pick up 3 quick runs there. Lovely to see. Good cricket all around.
Three deliveries to come in this power play. Daniel Gumusenge with the cherry there. Can he break this partnership in these 3 deliveries? Not very good fielding in the power play from these Zonic players. Plays it with ease straight to long off for another single is Roger Mukasa, who moves to 100 runs in just 3 innings for Telugu Royals. Very good to see him back into the side of the national team, and he's been getting some runs as he brings the form he has from all the way from Uganda to Telugu Royals. Much needed for them. They stand a chance to play the finals if they win their 2 games here, and IPRC lose their last game. Very good rotation of strike from these 2, and that brought us to 50 in just 5.5 overs here. Much needed power play here for Telugu Royals. To the blocker there, flicked away straight to the fielder at long of Pasco Murunji, and that brought us to the end of the power play. 51, and Zonic Tigers are yet to get a wicket. Is this a time for Roger Mukasa to step on the gas and try to accelerate? Still moving at 80 strike rate, whereas his partner, he's on 180, is Bosco Tuyizere. Very cool to see this young man here. After that horrible injury, he came back with the heart of a lion. He's been scoring runs for his team here at Telugu Royals.
End of the power play. The score reads 51 for no loss. And I believe Telugu Royals would like to change the statistics they've been providing so far. They've played 3 games and haven't won a single game so far. Powerfully driven down the ground, straight to the fielder there, Wilson. I beg your pardon, Telugu Royals has won 1 game, providing them the important 2 points that they have in their bag.
Flashes hard. Wait on is the call. Plays it straight to Rodriguez there at backward point. That was a hit me ball from Pasco Murunji. He gets away with it. Roger Mukasa again struggling to get his timing. Interestingly, no spin is brought into the attack from Zonic Tigers. Again, they're still backing their best bowlers here who haven't delivered yet for their team.
Pascal Murunji back into the attack, and I can see why he's been picking up those wickets in the practice games there, Bob. He has a beautiful late in swinging deliveries which catches the most batsmen off guard, catches them on the pads most of the times, as it tends to move in. There's a hint of in swing there, not sharp, but off the pitch it comes. We've seen the likes of the legendary Shane Bond doing the damage back in the days. We used to move the ball off the pitch with sharp incoming deliveries, leading to LBs on most occasion. Similarly, Pascal Murunji here, he started off with 3 dot balls so far. Full delivery on this occasion. Yet another dot ball. 4 on the trot here by Roger Mukasa. He needs to pick up, he needs to accelerate. He's done with the power play. He needs to get going here, Bob.
He's been very casual with his 16 off 24 deliveries. To the blocker there. Lovely piece of bowling there from Pascal Murunji, keeping in check Roger Mukasa there.
Are we about to witness a maiden here, Bob? He's played 5 dot balls so far on the trot. This is a rare sight, I would say. We've seen Roger Mukasa being on top of bowlers on most occasions, but here he is on 5 dot deliveries. And a maiden. Would you believe it? He's given away a maiden.
Fantastic bowling from Pascal Murunji. That shows you the experience he possesses. He comes to his senior partner there from the Uganda national team, bowls him a maiden. We've seen teams scoring 170 and they've lost. We've seen last weekend right guards setting a target of 158 and they lost that game too. And Roger Mukasa was part of that game where they're chasing 174 against challengers. He knows anything below 170 here with the likes of these young men here: Martin Akayezu, Daniel Gwimusenge, Pascal Murunji, Amos Ahura, the wicket keeper, batter all the way from Uganda, Jean Baptiste, who's yet to get a big score here. They are not safe. Very good comeback there from Zonic Tigers. Pascal Murunji taking charge of the field, setting the right field now. And again, pace and more pace from Zonic Tigers as we see Daniel Gwimusenge being given the second over by his captain Martin Akayezu. Bosco, who's been off strike in that previous over, is on strike. He's on 31 off 17 deliveries. The leg side is packed, long on, deep mid wicket. Fielders are outside the ring, long off, slow deliveries there, soft hands from Bosco. You can see that maiden from Pascal Murunji has slowed down things here. That was supposed to be punished by Bosco to Izere, but he decides to go for a single. I'm not sure the plan from these two out there in the middle, but I believe this is where they have to step on the gas, cut away powerfully, but again, no timing. Looking for a second one. No chance whatsoever. Very good throw there from the third man to deny them that second run. Is Inyasi, runner international, left arm quick there in that particular region. Chips in a very good throw. Very good comeback here, I must say, Z for Team Zonic.
Yes, it's been a good comeback here, and on the rise, hitting down the ground to long off for just a single. And again, you see, sometimes, Bob, I believe you have to let things flow naturally. On the rise, you saw Bosco being aggressive, and he loves facing He's on 33 of 19 deliveries. He loves facing the ball, but I believe right after the power play, the message was indicated to him and his partner out there in the middle by the skipper to stay, to hold your ground and stay there as long as possible. And that might just trigger a sense of delayed innings out there in the middle. And now you can see he's being much more watchful. Bosco, the way he started off, he was on the attack. Again, you say, not timing it well. And there's still yet another single. Yes, they are offering shots, but it's just rushing the strokes there. If he was to time it, that would have gone quite a distance there, Bob.
We saw right guys the other day getting a very good start. Eric Dusingizimana and Orkide, but they ended up slowing down halfway. Charges down is Roger Mukasa. Fails to flick that one. Roger Mukasa has been struggling with his timing here. I'm not sure if it's the tight bowling from these young men here. And that brought us to the end again of the 8th over. 57 runs for no loss. You can see the projected score was at 220, but now it has come down and down to 143. Current run rate moving at 7 runs and over. Not ideal from these two out there in the middle. They have the likes of Brian Masaba still out there in the middle to come. Warming up there in the dugout, you can see him. The former captain, Shiva Samba, who can also strike the ball. Shema Ivan. We've seen him playing a handy knock for his team in the previous games. They also have the long handle batter, Mitari Ivan, who can also give you 20 quick runs. This is where they have to step on the gas and try and take charge of these bowlers. As we see the first time in the 9th over, the introduction of spin is Israel, who comes in from the airport and he loves taking his time, loves sharping to the batsman, taking his time to set the right field. No, short fine leg has sent a deep point fielder outside the ring, long off, long on, deep square leg, deep mid wicket at the fielder outside the ring, and the gully in place.
Oh, Roger Mukasa might be seeking this opportunity. Introduction of spin here by Israel. I believe he will be looking forward to replacing that maiden with this over. Powerfully struck and just gets stuck in the claws of the fielder. At point, Daniel Gumisenge does a brilliant job there for Zonic Tigers. Stretches to his far right and just sticks to his hand, restricting them, Telugu Royals, to just a single there, a quick single. Jean Bosco, 34 off 20 deliveries. It'll be interesting to see his approach here, Bob. I would love to see aerial shots here, and the pocket dynamo is very capable of delivering such entertaining shots. I just love how ballsy these young bowlers are. They've been checking the driving permit of Roger Mukasa here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, as he's been struggling with the ball, pitching outside off. He's been playing it late, extremely late. Straight to the fielder there by Bosco.
Very good start of the over from Israel, calling to his former teammate Bosco to Izere, not giving room to Bosco, who loves freeing his arms. Very good talent he is. He was also part of the under 19 team that played in Nigeria. Is Israel there on your screens? Alongside, you see the two umpires for today, Gaston Ivizi and Jean-Claude Sibonio are the two umpires. See, the body language has switched from one side to the other side here. At some stage, Telugu Royals up and over. Catch is the call. Catch taken by Wilson Nitanga. I talked about spin being brought into the attack as early as possible. He comes in at the 9th over and he strikes goal to get rid of the informed red hot Bosco Tuyizere, who picks out the only fielder there in the deep, who takes it comfortably, Wilson Nitanga. And that brought us to the end of a beautiful innings from Bosco Tuyizere. 34 of 22 deliveries, 58 for 1 in 8.4.
Critical there by Israel. It added the pressure onto Bosco right after 2 dot deliveries, and he offered him a fuller delivery, and Jean Bosco had to go for it. Did play it in the air but didn't get enough timing on it, and goes down the throat of Wilson there, who was well within the boundary. The next man in, walking in for Telugu Royals, is Adil, who used to open, who has opened. Telugu Royals will be looking forward to winning this battle against Zonic Tigers, as they've faced each other 3 times so far, and Zonic Tigers is leading that battle. They've won 3 games out of 3 against Telugu Royals, 1 while batting first and 2 while bowling first. And yet again today we see them bowling first. So it'll be very interesting to see how Telugu Royals counter-attack that on this beautiful day here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium, courtesy of RCA T10 Men's Duffabet Tournament.
When you look at that wicket of Bosco Tuyizere, it was well set from the 7th over of Pasco Murundi. That maiden, we all know dot balls create a lot of pressure, and that has cost the Telugu Royals their inform batsman Bosco Tuyizere. Can they keep piling up these dot balls to see if they can get another 1 or 2 wickets? He brings in a short gully in place, balls it down the leg, flicked away, and misses it is Adil. But again, I'm not sure if this was planned by the young Israel. You can see the short fine leg is very close to a leg slip there.
Very sneaky by the young man. Adil, you can see high on confidence. He's walked in without a lead bob. Oh, delicately played there by Adil. And there's still yet another single. In fact, both batsmen, as the introduction of spin comes in, have taken a lead off. I would often not want to see batsmen out there in the middle without a helmet. But it's what you're comfortable with. And they believe it's not quick enough for the ball to strike them. Tries to cut and misses on this occasion is Roger Mukasa. It's getting from bad to worse here, as now he has faced 6 overs and 1 run and 1 more delivery and has scored only 19 runs on board. This isn't the kind of innings we expect from Roger Mukasa. Yes, he can strike the ball. We all know he can strike the ball. But when? Does it make it too late? Does he time his innings too late? That will be one question we are all waiting to see.
This is a fantastic comeback from Zonic Tigers, Martin Akayezu, with his bowlers here and the fielding. 6 overs, they had 51 runs. They have only managed to add 9 runs in 4 overs. Massive here for Team Zonic here. These are crucial moments in the game. These middle overs here can cost you the game. As you see, Adil on strike, and it's Rodriguez who comes in from the other end. He bowled 1 over from the airport end. Now he comes from the pavilion end. Can he also get a wicket here or keep piling up the dot balls here? Roger Mukasa is still out there in the middle, struggling, having faced 31 deliveries for his 19 runs. Not ideal for a person like Roger Mukasa here, coming all the way from Uganda. This is where you have to show your talent and skills and lead from the front. A sneaky run there, run out chance. Keeper Ahura there. Amos chips in a dive with that throw but misses the target, and that brought Roger Mukasa on strike, who's been struggling for with his timing here. Can this be the over where he gets back into his groove?
Can we have a look at that again? Because he was gone by a mile. If that had struck the timber. Struggling with the cut there is Roger Mukasa. He cannot believe he missed that.
What an effort! That was troubling. He might have saved his runs. But he gets his hand out there. You can see he's looking at his bum there.
Well done, young man. Might have just saved 3 runs for his team. He's saved a boundary there on that occasion, Bob. Oh, was in the air, but didn't carry to the fielder in covers. They've done a brilliant job fighting back. That shows the heart this team carries and why they've been so successful bowling first, Bob. Yes, they might have a shaky start initially, but they do know how to come back. And a wide-ish delivery there, and the umpire delivering, indicating the wide there on a spare pitch. As you can see, the fear of the ball being struck back at him, the umpire moves away from the pitch itself. Boys are striking it hard out there in the middle. Whoa, 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 whoa. What a ball there. That would have gone anywhere. Would have got the inside edge. It did catch the inside edge, but didn't touch anything. Luckily, fortunate there for Roger Mukasa, who's still on 20 of 34 deliveries, Bob. That's almost 6 overs.
Cut powerfully there, but there's protection. Inyasi Dinegaya there in the deep. You don't want to take on the arm of that young man there, Inyasi. And that brought us to the halfway stage of the innings here. 65 for 1 is the score. You can see the projected score is 132. Well in is Zonic Tigers here. Martina Kayezu mentioned this at the toss. He said he wants to restrict Telugu Royals below 140. By the looks of the scorecard here, Zed, it looks like they're doing the right job.
Yes, and the slow innings here, courtesy of Roger Mukasa so far. He is helping Zonic Tigers to stick to their plans. As we see Israel back into the attack again from the airport end. Goes to the fielder and the managed to steal yet another single. And that brings Adil Saeed, who has faced 3 deliveries so far, has given away 2 runs. Is high on confidence. This young man has opened the innings for Telugu Royals on a few occasions. Can strike the ball wide. Free delivery there, free run there. Just gifting it away to Telugu Royals. 1 more run on the board. Standing upright is Adil Saeed. Goes down on one knee. Has a swing at it, but fails to make any contact with the ball. Appeal for a stumping there, but Adil was well within his crease, so the umpire not interested. Paced full outside off stump, and they pick up yet another single. It's not easy picking up those singles within 30 yards, knowing the fielders are walking upon the ball. Roger Mukasa plays it in the air. Who wants it? And a lovely, oh my god, beautiful catch there, taken by the skipper himself. Is this the catch of the tournament? That was Superman at his best. What a catch by Martin Akayezu. Beautiful cameraman work there. We've caught it, and his grasp it on the rise was flat, powerfully struck by Roger Mukasa, and that's the end of Roger Mukasa. He's looking at the blade. He took the bottom of it, and a beautiful, beautiful catch there by Martin Akayezu. Leading from the front is the skipper. Have a look at that. There it is, an IPL worthy catch there. Clean as a whistle. He picks it up. He has all the right to celebrate. He has picked up the big fish for Telugu Royals Cricket Club. And the next man in is Shiva Samba Rao for Telugu Royals. Roger Mukasa, who has been struggling, he scored 22 of 36 deliveries. Wasn't looking in the best of form. Wasn't timing it well. On this occasion also took the bottom edge. Didn't carry, but brilliant work in the deep there by Martin Akayezu.
Zed, you mentioned about that catch being the catch of the tournament. I must say here, Zed, I disagree with you. This is going down as the catch of the year. Courtesy of the captain himself, Martin Akayezu, who had to cover a lot of ground from long off there to get rid of Roger Mukasa, who's been put out of his misery there. He wasn't timing the ball. What an effort from the young man there, the captain, leading from the front. Very good job there done by Adeline, the national team coach. We saw Eric Nyomugabo taking a blinder the other day, and now it's Martin Akayezu. You can see the efforts they're putting in the national team training. Well done, Adeline, wherever you are, and the boys. They have a tournament later this year. Africa qualifiers in Namibia. That brought Shiva, who normally opens the bat for Telugu Royals. I'm not sure why they haven't sent the Uganda national team captain Brian Masawa, who got a very good knock in their previous game, 74. Flicked away straight to the fielder. Run out chance there. Gets lucky is Israel. But you can see, as I mentioned earlier, Zed, credit goes to Pasco Murungi, who bowled that maiden at the 7th over. You can see Telugu Royals have really slowed down. Slow delivery there from Israel. Very good thinking by this young man. And that's the end of the 11th over. 69 for 2. The current run rate is slowing down from 10 in the power play. It has come down to 6 runs and over. Credit goes to Zonic Tigers and Martin Akayezu at the moment. Look at that catch there from Martin Akayezu. Even our production team here said have really enjoyed that replay.
Definitely a domino effect. Right after that brilliant over that went for a maiden, the only maiden over so far in this game, and that triggered the Telugu Royals batsmen to try something new, to try something extraordinary, forcing Roger Mukasa to make a desperate attempt to go downtown, and didn't make the contact as he would have liked to. Wasn't an easy catch, that one, but he made it look so easy. He covered the ground, went into his arms, full stretch. Superman, I would say.
Then we talked about spinners being brought into the attack. Israel comes in, picks two crucial wickets. They have another spinner in the side, Nwari Steven, who's been knocking on the doors of the national team. Not sure why he hasn't been given the ball here. This is where you give chances to these young men and see what they can offer for the team. We saw the other day Ezekiel for right guards, bowling 2 good overs, going for 6 runs. Unfortunately, he was given an extra over, I must say here, at the wrong time by his captain, Erido Singizimana, as he swallowed and was clobbered 25 runs. And that's where they lost the game. Bring in your spinners as early as possible. Short ball there, gets lucky with that. That was supposed to be a maximum, to be precise. But he misses it a deal completely. He played the shot very early.
Rodrigue there, going for the rib cage of Syed Adil, who didn't sight the ball, didn't spot it. It was bowled, well shot on that occasion. Didn't have the pace on it, but struck him dead in the middle of his rib cage. Hope he's feeling well, but he has to feel the heat out there in the middle. Young boys don't come easy.
Let this doesn't cost Telugu Royals, keeping the informed red hot Brian Masawa in the dugout, padded, waiting to get a goal here. Played a very good innings to get them their first win. He's still padded. These two are struggling in the middle to time the ball. Rodrigue giving them no room whatsoever. Lekata there. Tight fielding, good bowling here from the young man here. Lovely scenes here. Pressure on Team Telugu here. The dugout has gone silent completely. At some stage in the power play, it was Telugu roaring here, but now Zonic Tigers has really come back superbly here. Bowling some tight lines here for the batters. Full ball there, but again straight to the fielder Martin Akayezu.
Yes, Bob. Telugu Royals might have missed a trick or two here by sending in Syed Adil, who has faced 10 deliveries so far, has scored only 4 runs. He's still struggling out there with his timing. He got a full toss, a juicy full toss, which should have been dispatched for a maximum here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. And having players well worthy of striking it that way are sitting in the dugout. Masaba Brian must be envy of such deliveries. He must be wanting to face such deliveries. And there's still yet another single there. The bowler could have done much better. Goes past him. You need to save your own runs, young man.
Pasco Murunji there, telling his teammates, don't worry for the singles. They're very happy for these two to keep taking singles. And that brought us to the end of the 12th over. 71 for 2. Z at some stage, 6 overs, they had 51 runs. They have only managed to add 20 runs in the next 6 overs. What an effort from Zonic Tigers here. And Martin Akai is the captain, bringing in for the first time this year the 2 Ugandans, Pasco Murunji and Amos Ahura, the wicket-keeper batsman. Israel comes in for his beautiful 2 is the call, but there's a fielder there. You can see Israel has been given his 3rd over courtesy of his figures, getting those Two crucial wickets. Busco to Izere, who was looking unstoppable with his 31 runs, and Roger Mukasa being pulled out of his misery. Cut away powerfully, but again, good field placement for Zonic Tigers. Every shot they're hitting is going straight to the fielder. Lovely scenes here. Good efforts from the young men here. Calls for a big sweep there, misses it completely. Pressure climbing here. Lovely bowling from Israel here. What a talent this young man is. Not afraid to be hit, just bowling it into the right areas here.
He's doing the damage here for Zonic Tigers, as the numbers tell you. He's picked up 2 massive wickets, has given away just 8 runs. You can see the efforts there, even in the field, off his own bowling. Doesn't give up any easy runs. Israel, what a young talent he is, fighting each and every ball here. Guesswork there, down on one knee by Samba Shiva, and just adding to the misery. Ball after ball after ball. You see pressure being added, sweet pressure being added here by Zonic Tigers. The boys are on the top. Flighted delivery. What a delivery that was. Any informed batsman would have loved to face such a delivery.
I would love to see you Zed out there in the middle facing that delivery, to be precise. Fantastic over there from Israel, giving away only 2 runs in that third over of his. Can we see the introduction of Noari Steven?
I can't be at 2 places at the same time, Bob. Otherwise, I would have made a brilliant commentary out of my own stroke play.
Lovely to see Israel. He knows he's not getting the turn. The wicket is not giving him any turn, but he's been bowling it slightly away from the reach of the batters. Rodrigue, another young man, the younger brother of the captain Martin Akayezu, comes in to bowl his third over from the pavilion end. Shem is down. Misses hit. Run out chance there. Allowed appeal. The umpire Gastoni Ibizi is not interested at all. 13 overs down the road. 73 for 2. The current run rate has gone down again to 5. Projected looking to be 111 runs here. Not ideal for Telugu Royals. You can see there in the dugout. Mitali Ivan, one of their fighters in the side, he's not happy.
Get your equipments right, Bob. That's something all coaches talk about. On that occasion, you saw Adil having a slip in the middle of the pitch as he attempted to steal a quick single. Luckily, he made it back into the crease, safe and secure. Would have looked horrible with a mix-up.
My former coach Zed, Martin Suji, used to say, invest in equipment. Soft hands there, quick single. Run out chance there, that's very close there, and the finger is up. What an effort from the young Wilson Nitanga. Easy decision there from Gaston Ibizi. Let's wait for that on the replay. He's not happy, Shiva Samba, as he has to take the long way back to the dugout. Can we see Ryan Masawa into the action? Look at that, soft hands, but he played it straight to Wilson, who puts in a dive. What an effort there. He wasn't even in the frame there. Let's look at that replay once again. That looked very close on the replay. But again, courtesy of that young man there, bowling some tight lines. Yes, the bat was in the air. Lovely decision by the umpire, Gaston Ibizi.
Basics, Bob, basics. Drag your bat. Drag your bat. He didn't drag his bat. He had covered the ground but didn't drag his bat. And a fraction of a second there can lead to a loss of a wicket.
We're here in the cons box with one of the former ICC umpires, Emmanuel Biringio. He will have his say on that run out there later in the innings as we see the introduction of the Uganda international captain, Brian Masawa. He came all the way from Uganda, 450 kilometers. Can he carry the form he had in the last game? He's yet to face the challenge of these young bowlers. Soft hands there. Tries to flick it. Misses it completely. It might have hit something there as it's not signaled as a wide by the umpire. In the middle, Simonio Jean-Claude. Very tight bowling from these young men here. I'm very impressed, I must say here, Zed. They're not scared to be hit. They're just bowling some tight lines for the batters. You miss, I hit.
Quite a task here on the shoulders of Brian Masawa. Beautiful shot there in the hands straight away. Nowhere to go. Starts off with the dot ball. Brian Masawa yet to open his account. Has faced 2 deliveries. With his experience, I believe he would like to stay there till the end of the innings, adding respective runs on the board. In the air and comfortably taken by the young man. What a catch. Zonic Tigers are taking it on here.
Zed, I'll cut you short. This has to be another catch of the year, not the tournament. Nwari Stephen, he's not been given the ball so far in these 14 overs, but he tells his team and captain, I don't mind. Let me do the duty in the field. What a catch, diving to his right to get rid of Brian Masawa. We spoke about Brian Masawa being kept in the hat for so long, and now it has cost them his wicket. Is the Telugu Royals. He comes in when the team needs to score over 10 runs and over. I beg your pardon, it's not Nwari Stephen, it's the young Neo Shuti Eli, the all-rounder who hasn't bowled yet in this game. What an effort in the field. We've seen so far 3 beautiful catches in this Dafabet and I see a T20. Eric Neo Mugabo, Martin Akayezu, we saw him getting rid of Roger Mukasa, and now Neo Shuti Eli diving on his right to get rid of Brad Masawa, who looked livid with himself, but again he has to appreciate with that effort from the young man.
Bob, we've often heard the saying, early bird catches the worm. Brian Masawa was amongst the first people to get to the field today morning as we walked in here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium with all the interest to score runs. And you mentioned 455 kilometers away. He makes that trip only to settle for a duck.
I'm not sure I will be happy to listen to your commentary there. We saw him in their previous games. He scored a duck against challengers and went on to get his team a victory with his 76 runs. But again, this is poor captaincy from Telugu Royals. You don't keep players like Brian Masawa too long in the dugout with all the abilities and skills they possess. You've called him all the way from Uganda. Let him go in and play and bat and show the youngsters how it's done. Not to keep him back and holding him 77. I beg your pardon. 73 runs for 4 in 14 overs. And that brought Mitari, Ivan, Rwanda International out there in the middle. We all know him with his quick cameo. Soft hands, tight bowling from Israel as he comes into ball. His last over of his spell. Fantastic figures, 2 for 10 so far in his 3.3.
It's been a very costly gamble here. Syed Adil for Telugu Royals as he came in 1 down. He's on 6 after facing 15 deliveries, not really helping, and all his partners along the way have lost their wicket due to the pressure being implied by their fellow mate. In the air, it races to the boundary. Beautiful looking shot there, getting a hold of it outside off stump.
Knocked him over is Israel in his last over of his spell. Look at that celebration there from the young man. Lovely figures from this young man. And Sayed again is been put out of his misery. 10 of 16 deliveries. As we see that famous number of 333, Joshua Nyonguru comes into the attack. I'm not sure they're trying to use the left hand, right hand combination. But again, it's 5 overs to go. Look at that. Nipped back. No clue whatsoever from Syed. Lovely figures. 3, 4, 15. Z.
Beautiful, beautiful delivery there. Completely bamboozled Adil Syed and brought him out of misery there. He went for a shot, one too many. Had connected one just previously there. Went for a beautiful boundary. Tried to go again at it. Completely outfoxed by the young Israel, who has a brilliant performance going on for him. Really helping his side. He's been applying the massive pressure throughout the inning so far for Zonic Tigers Cricket Club.
Last delivery to come. Can he get another wicket to finish his lovely spell here? Is Israel. One is the call. One out chance there. Loud appeal there. He's not even in the frame. And it's a team wicket here. Not for Israel, but for the team. And Joshua with his famous 333 number. I'm not sure Chris Gale would fancy to see this from this young man here, putting on his shot number as he has to take the long way back to the dugout. Pressure, pressure, and pressure for Team Telugu here. Courtesy of the bowling of Zonic Tigers here.
Yet another batsman goes back to the pavilion without troubling the scorers. Have a look at that. Of the first delivery. Comfortable run out there. And a horrible dive there by Joshua. He was way short of the crease. Easy decision for the official there to make. Off he goes.
Lovely spell there by Israel, finishing with 3 wickets, giving away only 15 runs. These are figures that hand you a man of the match at the end of the game. I must say here, Zed.
The next man in is Amit Shivabai Patel. He's always into the game, doing something for Telugu Royals, either with his bowling interesting bowling action he's got will be on display later on in the game. But now he's been given the responsibility with a blade in his hand. Can he pack a punch? Can he give the runs of hope here to the Telugu Royals and revive this innings yet again?
79 runs on board, 6 wickets down the road, 15 overs, and Martini Akayezu comes back into the attack. Beg your pardon, 80 runs on board. He's coming in to ball to his former teammate in the national side, Mitari Ivan. What does Mitari Ivan has for his team here? In the air, who wants it? It's in the air for a decade. It's Pascal Murungi under it. He takes it easily, comfortably. The fielding has been superb for Zonic Tigers here. I must say he had to cover a lot of ground, and trust me, it's the communication that took that catch. Daniel Gimusenge was under the ball, but he believed in his partner because he called for it before him and let him take an easy catch in the end. And Mitari Ivan has to depart. Another wicket in the bag for Zonic Tigers. Martin Akayezu brings himself back into the attack and gets rid of Mitari Ivan.
Loud and clear call there by the fielder. Good communication. Brilliant catch there. As easy as he comes there, you can see got himself underneath the ball, eyes on the ball, all the way reaches the safe hands. In is Shema. Shema Ivan coming in.
He's been getting
Collapsing one after the other, just a domino effect. And the other thing I would like to point out is the foxy bowling by Martin Akayezu. On that occasion, he gave it to him in the slot, but just a fraction slower than he usually bowls. That led to the mistiming of the stroke. Up in the air it went for a comfortable catch.
Shema taking his time to take his guard there. He's been getting some crucial runs for his team here. But the big question is, who is the man to get them to that 120? It looks like a mile away for Team Telugu here. Martin has one of the deadliest Yorkers. He goes for it straight away, loud appeal, but that looked like it pitched down the leg. Very good thinking there. Keeping in check the new batsman here is Martin. Can he nail another Yorker there to the new batsman? Slow delivery this time round. Plays it earlier. Is Shema misses it completely. You can see the body language from Team Telugu, and the batsman is very down. Impressive by Zonic Tigers. Being smashed in the power play, 51 runs. Look at this comeback here, Zed.
Brilliant work by Zonic Tigers bowlers. Oh, that just went above the stumps, was in line, beat the bat of Shema, who's struggling to time the ball just like his fellow teammates so far. If that had stayed fractions lower off the pitch, it would have taken his middle stump. Beautiful piece of a delivery there by Martin Akayezu. Strikes it. Chance of a run out, but fails to hit the stumps. Is the fielder in covers. With that, we have our man Amit Shivabai Patel coming in to face his first delivery. He's got a bag full of tricks. Let's see which one he pulls out. Shortish outside off stump. Back into the attack with pace yet again is Nyasi. And a beamer first up, trying to intimidate Amit Shivabai Patel, and a no ball signaled straight away by Gusto, the on-field umpire, above waist height, and a free hit indicated there.
White ball signaled by Gaston EBZ. Struggling is Inyas Nirenganya. He's trying too much, you can see straight away. Free hit coming from Inyasi into the block hole straight away. And they managed to sneak in and run off the free hit. Not utilized by these two. You can see everything is working for Zonic Tigers. The free hit doesn't cost them enough runs here for Telugu Royals. They can only manage to get a run off the free hit, and that brought Shema Ivan on strike, who featured for Tamil Lions in the last year's tournament. Given a chance by Shiva to play for Telugu Royals, he's been giving them a handy knock, and with the ball picking some crucial wickets. $85 for 7 after 16.3. Calls for a cheeky one. It's in the air. Another diving catch. Oh my God, he has dropped it. But what an effort. What an effort from these young men here. They're putting on a show here at Gahanga International Cricket Ground. It's the young Namuhoranyi who normally keeps for Zonic Tigers. But today they have opted to go for the Ugandan Amos Ahura. Into the block hole again. Run out chance there. Can he hit it? No. He misses it by a whisker. But what an effort. They're not giving free runs to Telugu Royals. They have to work for those runs if they're to get to that 3-figure mark here, which looks to be a mile away for Telugu Royals at the moment. Struggling to middle the ball. The only batsman who looked to be in fine touch was Bosco Tuizere, but he was outfoxed by Israel. Inyasi get a wicket. He's still wicketless for his 17 runs in his 2.4. Charges down, Trevor Ivan misses it completely. And that's another dot ball for Zonic Tigers. Very good bowling from these young men here. That brought us to the end of the 17th. 87 for 7. 3 overs to come. Can they get at least to that 100 mark to stand a chance against these young men here? Martin Akayes comes in to finish his spell from the pavilion end. Can he wrap up things here? Starts with a off cutter there. Amit has no clue whatsoever. Tries to go aerial and misses it completely. Trying to go for the big one. I must say here, Zed, credit goes to Martin Akayes, the captain. Very good rotation of his bowlers.
Yes, Bob. He's done brilliantly adapting to what's required and which bowler might cause the damage. Oh, vicious bouncer there. Effort ball by Martin Akayezu. We saw him give one to a tall chap for IPRC. He's given it but not guided well enough, and it goes for a wide boundary, resulting into 5 runs there. These are runs you're gifting away, young man. No need for such experiments. Just stick to your lines. You're bowling well. You've got the wickets. Amit Shivabai Patel says thank you for giving me these runs. Very valuable are these runs for Telugu Royals Cricket Club. Pitches it fuller. Plays it down the ground for just a single. He somehow flat batted that ball down to long on, Bob. That's quite a skill. That's a new shot I've seen today.
But again, they are not ideal for Ramu, the captain of Telugu Royals, letting the tail enders take them to a healthy total here. As we see, they have jumped to 93 for 7. Martin Akayes on the charge. Slow delivery there. Catch is the call. Drops short to the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Failing to connect is Telugu Royals batsman here. Struggling, I must say here. But again, it's Brian Masaba who was kept out of action for quite some time. To be precise, 14 overs. This is where they would have put him early after the first wicket of Bosco. He would have come in and play alongside his partner. In the air, catch is the call. Chips in a dive. Good effort there. Very good backing up there from Wilson. As I was saying, he would have come in exactly after that wicket of Bosco to come and play alongside his partner in the Uganda national team, Roger Mukasa, who was struggling. You never know, this score would have looked differently. But again, credit goes to Zonic Tigers here. Shema Ivan on strike. Shot delivery there. Charges down, misses it completely. Zonic Tigers, for the first time in this tournament, they bring in 2 Ugandans all the way from Nyakasura Cricket Club. We saw Pascal Murunji last year playing for Zonic Tigers, playing a very handy knock, bringing all the experience he possesses all the way from Nyakasura. Credit goes to Ivan Tawi. He has seen these kids grow. He has helped them down the road alongside Another friend of mine, Hillary. Credit goes to you guys back in Uganda. And that brought us to the end of the 18th over, 94 for 7. 6 runs shy to that 100 mark. These Telugu batsmen have really struggled in the innings after the power play where they had 51 runs for no loss. And that man, Pascal Murungi, the former national team, I beg your pardon, the former under 19 captain that featured in the West Indies, is being brought back into the attack to wrap up things here all the way from the airport end. He has some deadly yorkers. Very good bowler he is at the death. Can he wrap up things here? Slow delivery straight into the block hole. I just said it. Deadly yorkers. And this time round, he bowls it very, very slow in the air to beat a meat who has to depart. He looks livid with himself, but I'm telling you here, that's a delivery you don't play.
Beautiful, beautiful delivery there by Pascal, showing experience, full and on the money. You can see it just angled in slightly, and disturbing the timber on this occasion is Pascal Murungi. Look at the figures. Look at the figures he's put on board here. He's picked up 1 wicket, has given away 7 runs, picks up a wicket off his first delivery. Very decisive with... He has a very deceiving run-up, slow run-up there, but Spites is just there spiking a punch. And again, so close to the leg stick there. Captain Ramu faces first delivery, misses everything, goes straight to the keeper's gloves. He's bowling well here, is Pascal Murungi, doing the damage for Zonic Tigers Cricket Club.
Run out chance there. Can he bullseye? Misses it completely. Poor throw there from the captain, Martina Kayezu. Run out chance, goes begging. But what a ball from Pascal Murungi. Very good variation there from the young man. They appeal and they appeal for a wide, signaled by Gasto Niyivizi. When you look at that batting scorecard of Telugu Royals, only 3 batsmen have managed to score a double digit here. Bosco Tuyizere leading from the front, 34 of 23 deliveries. Roger Mukasa playing test innings here, 22 of 37, and Said 10 of 17. Other batsmen have not even crossed 6 runs. That shows you how poor Telugu Royals batting has been in this innings. Something they have to go back and talk about. Moving forward, they need these wins to stay alive in Division 1.
It's been quite a collapse here for Telugu Royals. At some point, they were flying high throughout the power play, wicketless, implying pressure upon the bowling unit there. And the opening batsman did brilliantly, gave them a stable start. What else could you have asked for? But the middle order completely destroyed that. And you can see now 98 for 8 coming into bowl. The final delivery of the 19th over is Pascal Murungi. Good backup there by Israel. end of the 19th over into the final over. Will Telugu Royals make it to the 3 digits? Let's wait and see.
$99 for 8 after 19 overs. When you remove that 19 extras that Zonic Tigers have bowled in this inning so far, they would have been on 79 runs. Not a total you would love trying to get those 2 points. Remember, tomorrow they have another game, as the captain mentioned earlier at the toss, trying to play the finals. This is not ideal, I must say, for Telugu Royals. A lot of homework to be done by Ramu and his team. Inyasi Nirenganya comes in from the pavilion end to bowl the last over of the innings here. 99 for 8. But again, we cannot count out Telugu Royals. We've seen teams before chasing a loss total there, and they have struggled before. It's all about the approach. How are they going to play the power play? Is Zonic Tigers, if they want to win this game and get those 2 points to start a chance to play the finals.
Nyasi coming in, and it's never easy facing a lefty. The slingy arm action that he's got and the natural movement he gets off the pitch, moving away from the right-handed batsman. You have to be quick and alert. There you see into the block hole, gets the bottom edge of the bat, and there's still a single, and that brings Shema back on strike, who's on 4, having faced balls worth 2 overs. Yes, a dozen of deliveries faced, and he has scored only 4 runs so far. Final over, 4 balls to go, and they have reached the 100 mark for Telugu Royals. Full toss above waist and indicated. You see the smile on Nyasi's face as he was trying to play mind games with Shema Ivan there. He's got an offer.
Nyasi gets away with murder. That was supposed to be punished by Shema Ivan. But again, it's the same story. The timing of the Telugu Royals batsmen, who have failed to time superbly in these innings. Only one standout batsman was Bosco Tuyizere. A little bit of chat here from the former captain Shiva, telling the umpires that those are 2 beamers. Not ideal. Shouting from outside here. This is a gentleman's game. Let the umpires do their job. A lot of things happening here in the middle. You can see the umpires are there. Gaston is alongside Siolio Jean-Claude having a chat. But Pascal Murunji has already taken his run up. I'm not sure what's happening here. We have to wait for the umpires. And the ball has been given back to Inyasi Nirenganya. He's going to finish his over here. The umpire Sionio says, let's go. 4 deliveries to come. Lovely piece of bowling there, not giving room to Shema Ivan, who's struggling.
It's a tight call there, Bob. A very tight call. That looked very wide there. But I would love to see a review of that as it goes past the white line. Was it a fair call? And it's just one of those calls that went for a no ball. I believe it's a bit harsh for the bowler. If he had connected that, it would have been indicated as a good stroke by Shema Ivan, but he completely failed to spot The slow beamer, a dolly I would say, got away with it. What an over this has been so far. 1 run and a no ball.
What an innings this has been so far for Zonic. Charges down in Shema Ivan. Misses it completely. Super bowling by these young men here, Zonic Tigers.
Shema Ivan having a stroll in the park there. Nowhere near the ball. Tries to force a shot. No contact made whatsoever.
Not sure about that message. It is the last ball coming. The captain who went straight to Sheva. Maybe he might have told him to run for everything. In the air, who wants it? It's over the fielder. Martin Akayezu gives it a charge. 2 is the call. What an effort. 3. They're looking for the third one there. Run out chance. And it's run out. 2 runs completed here. And that brought us to the end of the first innings. 103 runs on board is the target for Zonic Tigers if they are to register another 2 points here. But Zed, what an effort from the Zonic Tigers with the ball. 51 runs in the power play for no loss, and they ended up restricting Telugu Royals to 103 in the 20 overs.
101 is the score. You see Jambo scored to say with 34 of 23. Roger Mukasa 22 of 37. The struggling innings there by him. Said Adil Haider. It all starts going downhill from there. 10 of 17. Shiva Sambarao 2 of 8. Brian Masaba with his duck of 3 deliveries. Mitari Ivan 1 of 3. Joshua, unfortunate run out there for him. 0 of 1 delivery. Amit Shivabai Patel 5 of 9. Shema Ivan not out. Who gets run out of the final delivery, scored 4 runs of 16 deliveries. Would you imagine that in a T20 game? But that's the kind of day it has been for Telugu Royals Cricket Club with the bat. And into the chase, we will be back with the Zonic Tigers Cricket Club. Brilliant bowling by the young man Israel Mugisha. He bowled his quota of 4 overs, having given 15 dot balls and only 15 runs. Picked up 3 wickets with an economy of 3.75 there. Brilliant bowling by the young man. Will be intricate to see how Zonic Tigers take on this run chase. This is your host Zaid Khan, and I will be back with my fellow partner in the comms box, Bob Bashir, shortly. Signing out. Don't move, as this innings will be full of entertainment here, I guarantee you. Courtesy of RCA T10, T20, Duffabed Club. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. And here we have the two opening batsmen, Wilson Nitanga, opening for Zonic Tigers Cricket Club. The chase is straightforward, 104 runs required off 20 overs. There's the target to reach, 103 runs put on board by Telugu Royals Cricket Club. You see the field just being set there and the officials just walking in. Roger Mukasa looks to open the bowling attack for Telugu Royals Cricket Club. See Wilson Nitanga, right-handed batsman. So his figures on the screen there. With a strike rate of 85.19, 69 runs so far. Musaba Brand starts off with a wide. Sigh of relief there for Zonic Tigers. They put on the first run courtesy of Musaba Brand. Roger Mukasa, I beg your pardon, for just a single. Oh, just beating the outside edge. Lovely flighted delivery there. Holds its line. Goes into the safe pair of the wicketkeeper's gloves. And the pickup, the first single of the game. On screen you see Amos for Zonic Tigers. Oh, beats the outside edge. Beautiful looking delivery there by Roger Mukasa. In such low scoring games, it's really interesting to see how the chase has been taken on. Not looking comfortable there. And I'd like to welcome once again my partner here in the commentary box, Bob Bashir. Welcome back.
Thank you, Zed. Run out chance there. Poor throw from the fielder there. That was a run out chance that goes begging. Not a good throw from young Shema Ivan there. The question here is, Zed, what's the approach of Zonic Tigers here? Chasing 102. Goes Ariel, knocked him over, is Roger Mukasa. He comes in to ball the first over from the airport end and he strikes goal, getting rid of his fellow friend all the way from Uganda. Came 450 kilometers and he just has to take 1 kilometer back into the heart. Not making good use of that opportunity, playing for the first time here in Rwanda, and he's been knocked over by his senior player Roger Mukasa. What a start. This is a dream start for Telugu Royals. They have opted to start with spin. We saw earlier in the first inning Zonic Tigers taking long to introduce spinners into the attack, where we saw Israel Mujisha coming in straight away on the 9th over, picking 3 wickets and going for 15 runs. But this time around, Ramu, the captain of Telugu, has opted to go with spin up front in the power play. As we see the introduction of Amit coming in from the pavilion end. Can he also get a wicket for his team? So Telugu Royals, if they can manage to get a couple of wickets in this power play and not concede more than 25 or 30 runs, this game will be very interesting to watch. They have the likes of Brian Mark Masaba, the national team captain of Uganda. He has 4 overs to bowl. Roger Mukasa has 3, and Amit has 4 overs. That's a lot of overs of spin. Flicked away straight to the fielder. A misfield to is the call. They're running very hard. They get 2 runs in the end comfortably. Sloppy in the field there. Not ideal defending 103 runs. You gotta take all the chances and opportunities. Put pressure back on the batters. Very casually is Wilson Itanga, who opens the batting for the national side. He's been given a chance lately to play in Uganda for Wanderers. Very good bowling there from Amit, not giving room to Wilson Itanga to free his arms. He has 2 fielders outside the ring, deep mid-wicket, and a long on fielder, Abosko to Yizere. Very good fielders at the boundary. Is Wilson going to take on Amit in the power play? Soft hands, straight to covers. Another dot ball, pressure climbing here now. We saw earlier in the first innings, these dot balls created a lot of wickets for Zonic Tigers. Can Telugu Royals do the same thing? Flicked away. Run out chance there. Again, sloppy, giving away easy runs. Is Telugu Royals. Very good to see that these 2 Uganda international taking charge of the whole field, setting the field, telling the captain, we've got this. They remove that fielder at short, fine leg there. And the sleep in place is Roger Mukasa. In the air, straight as an arrow, but there's protection. Bosco to Izere. I was bowled full. I'm not sure why this young man didn't go for it. Daniel Gumusenge. Very good talent he is. A lot of talented players in this Zonic Tigers team. I must say here, the future is bright for Team Rwanda. Drops it short, slightly down the leg. White signaled by Sivonio. Trying to do a lot of things is Amit. This is where the coaches tell their players, you gotta hunt in pairs. Roger came in, bowled a very superb first over and a wicket. But Amit Mishra here is struggling with his lines. Faintest of ages there. 2 is the call. But the ball races away to the boundary. Sloppy again in the field. From Sheva Ivan to give Zonic Tigers a boundary where it was only 2 runs. And that brought us to the end of the second over. Look at that in the slot, misses it completely. Sloppy from Shema there on your screens. 2 overs gone, 11 for 1. And Roger Mukasa has been given the second over from his captain Ramu. A slip in place, Joshua Nyonguru. 2 fielders outside the ring. It's a long on fielder and a deep mid wicket, Mitari Ivan, who is a couple of steps away from the ropes. Can he get another wicket for his team? Knocked him over straight away. Flighted delivery there. And Daniel Gumi saying he had no clue whatsoever. He went to defend it and he missed it completely. 2 wickets. 11 runs on board. Roger is turning out to be a magician here for Team Telugu. We've seen a couple of times team collapsing, chasing a low target here.
Roger Mukasa in business here, doing it for his side yet again. Strikes gold. Beautiful delivery there. Pitch of a delivery there by Roger Mukasa. Left. Daniel Gumisenge clueless as it went past him, skidded onto the stumps, and that's exactly what you need as a captain defending a score like that. 93 runs required of 107 legal deliveries here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. Roger Mukasa showing all his experience.
Zonic Tigers here, Z needing only 5 runs and over. I'm not sure what the approach from the captain, Martin Akayezu. You can see all these batsmen. They're not trying to hit the ball. They're not trying to rotate the strike. Just playing defensively here. This game can only go one way. Either you go for it, or at least cause area straight away. There's a fielder under it. Over Brad Magmasawa for a maximum. Doesn't waste time. Is Pasco Murunji. Fast delivery. He doesn't need any sighters here. He goes aerial and clears his captain of the national team, Brad Magmasawa, at long on.
This is going to be a very eventful over, I believe. We've seen a wicket, we've seen a maximum, and again in the air on the leg side for another boundary. 10 runs off 2 deliveries. Pressure being applied back on Roger Mukasa. Roger Mukasa goes down on one knee, just slogs it onto the leg side. Beautiful looking shot there for 4 more.
In the air, who wants it? Catch taken there. One shot too many for Pasco Murunji as he has to depart. The senior Roger Mukasa wins the battle here. A maximum and the boundary and the wicket. He looks to believe it with himself there. Pasco Murunji, too greedy, I must say here, Zed. Just got 2 crucial runs, a 6 and the boundary, 10 runs to be precise. And he has to depart 3 wickets down the road.
From the celebrations, Bob, you can see how much that wicket meant for Telugu Royals. You see the batsman heading back to the pavilion, livid with himself. He went for a shot too much there. See, similar looking shot that went for a boundary. Just skies it in the air. There was a chance of a...
There on your screens is shot number 17, the captain himself, Martin Akayezu. He was very expensive with the ball. He has a lot to do with the bat if they are to chase 103. That's come down to 83 runs to get for Zonic Tigers. Roger Mukasa in his second over, he has picked the 3rd wicket. Down the leg. Wide signaled by the umpire, Gaston EBZ. You can see the bowler telling the umpire he might have nicked it. And he has revoked it. Goes down as a drop. Chance. Knocked him over. Roger Mukasa is on fire. Look at that celebration. He goes running straight to his captain, Brian Bagwasawa. 4 wickets in his 2 overs. What a day. With the ball is Roger Mukasa having here at Gahanga International Cricket Ground. Flighting the ball to get some turn. And the captain has to walk without damaging the scorers here. Come on here, ladies and gentlemen. 22 for 4. In just 3 overs. Zed, what are we witnessing here?
That's the beauty of a low scoring game, Bob, is the nature of it. Completely missed the ball, completely lost the line of the ball there. And look at the celebration there. That was a massive wicket for Zonic Tigers. And it's all happening out there in the middle. I call this over as being one of the most entertaining overs, and you can see we've witnessed a maximum, a boundary, and 2 big wickets going down here for Zonic Tigers. It's game on for Telugu Royals here. Pressure being applied. It's one of the things my partner Bob talked about. The application of pace bowling, and Telugu Royals have countered that completely opposite. They've started their bowling attack with spin, and they've realized it's not easy playing spin off the surface. Roger Mukasa had a tough day with the bat in his hand, but not with the ball. Certainly not with the ball, with the way he's bowled. His 2 overs, he's done a brilliant job with the ball. Picked up 3 wickets in an over, and the score is 22 for 4. Would you have imagined? It shows the experience they've got backing themselves up. Chris Yusuf facing Amit Shivabai Patel, goes down for a wide there. That's the importance of partnerships we always talk about. Despite having a low score, you need a dependable partnership out there in the middle. Oh, lovely flighted delivery there. Played on the onside. And they rotate the strike. Telugu Royals on top of Zonic Tigers here, having lost 4 wickets in quick succession, courtesy of Rogers Mukasa all the way from Uganda. Amit Shivabai Patel plays it down leg sides. Slopey. Will it reach the boundary? It doesn't reach the boundary. It doesn't have the legs to carry to the boundary. Chance of a run out and a fumble there by Amit Shivabai Patel. Would have been a close call there. Desperate, I would say, by the batsman. But they make it in the end. Valuable runs these are for Zonic Tigers Cricket Club.
Very sloppy there from Shema Ivan. Poor fielding, I must say, here. With the standards he has, he's been trying to play for the national team, but I'm telling you here, Zed, with that fielding, you stand no chance. We saw earlier the young boys here of Zonic Tigers taking everything, every chance they took. In the slot there, misses it completely. Is Namuhoranyi Chris trying to overhit the ball and misses it completely. No timing whatsoever. Come on here, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to see Telugu Royals taking to spin. Drops it short in the air. The fielder is under it, but he can only watch it sail over. What a shot on the back foot by young Chris Namuhoranyi. Not respecting whatsoever Amit Mishra. They've lost 4 wickets, but he doesn't care as he comes in and smokes that one out of the park. And that brought us to the end of the 4th over, 33 for 4. They're getting the runs. You can see the current run rate is at 8. Much needed for them. but they are also losing wickets. Here the question is, how are they going to play? The magician at the moment, Roger Mukasa, who has picked 4 wickets in his 2 overs, and 4 wickets, crucial ones, getting rid of the top 4 batsmen, including the 2 Ugandans, Pascal Murungi alongside Ahura Awos. It is Wilson Itanga, who is on 8 of 9. He's had a rusty tournament so far. Can he make amends of his rusty tournament and get his team over the line? He just needs to get that 71 runs in the next 16 overs. He is the man to get his team over the line, but he's been casual in his batting so far. We've seen Roger giving the ball some fly to get the turn, beating that gap between the bat and pad. Wilson, he has to be very careful. Flicked away, run out chance there. Good call there from Wilson Itanga, telling the young Chris no need to take those risky runs. 2 dot balls on the trot. Another good delivery there from Roger Mukasa. Came on here, having a little bit of chat with the wicketkeeper. Can we see a sleeping place here?
Tight bowling here by Roger Mukasa. Look at those figures, 4 wickets for just 12 runs. And yes, the importance of a partnership here is massive. He's keeping it tight, nowhere to go, straight to the fielder. Can't even steal a single here. The pressure has been immensely applied by Roger Mukasa. Wilson has been rusty, but it's his chance, it's his opportunity to shine. If he gets support by young Chris Yusuf there, and a wide indicated there, extras being bowled by Telugu Royals.
Can we see the introduction of Brian Makmasawa from the pavilion end? Amit Mishra is looking to be leaking a couple of runs. This is where you need the experience of Brian. Flicked away, straight away. 2 is the call. Can they make it? Mitari Ivan, a deep mid-wicket, denies them the second run. We haven't seen Mitari in the action. He's not a player, he's not a bowler. You want to keep him out of action, but again, spin is working for them at the moment. Chip in a Nova or 2 to Brian and see what he has.
It'd be really interesting to see Mitari Ivan getting into the action. We know how strategic he can be for his side. He's done it a couple of times for his side. Today will be his test to see if he can add on to the pressure that has already been applied by his fellow teammates.
Last delivery of his third over. Poor thinking from Chris Namuhoranyi, who looks to take on Roger Mukasa with 4 wickets to his back, and he has to pay the price as his middle stump has been taken for a walk. Poor approach here for the Zonic batsman here. You don't want to get out on the last delivery of Roger Mukasa's over.
Straightforward there, you can see, just in line with the ball, goes across completely, tries to shank it down the leg side and misses it completely, making a mess of a beautiful delivery there. Lovely bowling, and Roger Mukasa has a fifer.
First one in this Dafabet RCA T20 Cup, courtesy of Roger Mukasa, all the way from Uganda. You can see he's telling his captain, don't worry, I got this. I'm not sure the last time I saw a fifer inside the power play, Zed. But that man there, Roger Mukasa, with all the experience he has, showing these young boys here how it's done. He didn't perform with the bat, but you can see the beauty of being an all-rounder. You always have another chance with the ball, as Roger Mukasa is proving it to the whole world watching live here at Gahanga International Cricket Ground, as we see the captain of the Uganda national side, Brian Makbasawa, comes into the attack. The leggy, they call him. Very good bowler he is, smart cricketer he is. But again, it's that man who is still out there in the middle, Wilson Nitanga. Look at those figures, 3 giving away only 14 runs, and the first fifer in the tournament. What are we witnessing here? We saw earlier the young Israel bowling his spell with 3 crucial wickets and giving away 15 runs. At some stage we thought that was the bowling that will hand him the player of the match. But Roger Mukasa, with 1 over to go, Zed, are we witnessing the first 7 or 8 wickets for the first time here in Rwanda in a T20 match. Brian Makbasawa starts with 1 run-out chance there. Poor effort there from Adil. That was a run-out chance. He wasn't even in the frame. Is Wilson Nitanga, and he misses it. Is this run-out going to cost them? One way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. We're here live at Gahanga International Cricket Ground. Game number 12. Telugu Royals taking on Zonic Tigers, who need 68 runs in 89 deliveries. Very possible this game can go either way here.
With the bowling performance of Roger Mukasa, it does put the rest of the bowlers quite in a bit of a twilight. Yes, it's making it easier for them since the pressure has already been applied, but they need to apply more and more pressure as the runs keep reducing. They need 68 runs in 88 balls. They need to support their teammate. They need to support his spell and keep it as tight as possible and pick wickets along the way. You cannot look forward to getting done with your overs in this scenario. You need to make the wickets fall as quick as possible. An appeal has been made and the finger has been raised, and that's the first blood by Brian Masaba. Picks up the wicket. The batsman not happy there, but the decision has been made by Sibonio, the on-field umpire. Raises his finger slowly, but that's the end of Nyasi. He's done with his day of cricket. He's done his bit with the ball. He's done his bit with the bat, and yet another duck we get to see through the game today, courtesy of Brian Masava. Here we have the review. Pitching in line, on the money. Lovely, lovely ball there.
Smart thinking there, Zed, from the captain, bringing Brian from the pavilion end, and straight away he strikes gold, getting rid of Inyasi Nirenganya, who's been getting a couple of runs for his team, but this time round he has to depart without damaging the scorers. What an effort from these two with the ball. They have already picked 6 wickets between themselves. Brian Makmasawa alongside Roger Mukasa. Can we see that quicker one? Skidder from Brian Makmasawa to surprise the new batsman.
Consecutive pressure being applied here by Telugu Royals. What a gem of a game we have on hand here, courtesy of RCA T10 Duffabet T20 tournament. Flighted delivery, going down leg. The umpire not interested. A shake of a head there by the official. That's what pressure looks like. That's exactly what pressure looks like. Completely missing the ball there. Loud appeal by Brian Masawa, be it too enthusiastic on that occasion. Fails to connect the ball. We have Ellie on strike. Was rotated for a single now, and that brings Wilson Isenge, who has faced 15 deliveries, yet to make an impact. He has to play this innings with a steady pace and care. He has to be watchful as he has lost half of his side. To spin bowling, it's not easy playing spin bowling with the way the ball is coming off the pitch, and most of these young batsmen out there in the middle are playing across the line, not reading the pitch and completely making a mess of it.
That brought us to the end of the power play. 39 for 6. The runs are there. They're moving at 6 runs and over. They came in to chase this, needing just 5 runs and over. But the problem is the wickets are falling every other over here. As Roger Mukasa comes to finish his spell, can he get another wicket for his team? Plays it straighter to Roger Mukasa. They know this is a big wicket. If they get rid of Wilson Nitanga, they know they are one step away from getting the 2 points. Solid batting from Wilson Nitanga, not leaving any gap whatsoever between pad and bat. As we saw his partners paying the price. Flashes hard straight to point. A little bit of risky shot there from Wilson Itanga. He knows he has to finish these three deliveries left from Roger Mukasa's spell, who is on 5 wickets, just giving away 14 runs. Flighted delivery there, soft hands. Well played there from Wilson Itanga. What is Roger going to do in his last 2 deliveries here? He puts in a slip in place, Roger Mukasa. Joshua Nyonguru, shot number 333, the famous one. And it changes, ends coming right arm over. No, yes was the call from these two. Last delivery to come. Playing the mind game is Roger Mukasa.
There's been a change of sides by Roger Mukasa, but the mind games that he's playing, he's still pitching it with tight lines there. Still looking for that gap between bat and pad. He wants to damage the furniture there. He wants to pick up those wickets. He wants this wicket so eagerly. An appeal has been made, and the umpire not interested.
We have to wait for that on the replay here. That looked very close, but again the bowler himself denied that chance to the umpire as he went straight in front of the umpire, who had no chance to see whatsoever where that ball pitched. And that brought us to a lovely end of spell. Bowling is 4 overs, giving away 14 runs and bagging the first 5 This spell is going down in the books of records here in Rwanda. First 5 in the power play, courtesy of Roger Mukasa. And Brian Masawa comes back to bowl his second over from the pavilion end. Loud appeal there. Simonio not interested. That looked to be very high.
In the air, goes down to the fielder, and they rotate the strike comfortably. The equation is 65 needed in 77 legal deliveries. Ellie, who's just opened his account, having faced full deliveries. Wilson Itanga is on 11 of 22 deliveries. Not easy to bat out there, but also the intent is very important when you're out there in the middle chasing a total. You saw how defensive he was against Roger Mukasa. He knew Roger Mukasa has been picking up wickets, bowling tight lines, but even the balls offered to him, he wasn't really trying to go for it. Fielder tries to catch that one, but I reckon there's no piece of wood on that ball. Gone.
Knocked him over is the casual Brad McMasava. 3 dot balls and the wicket straight away. Very good to see Brian and Roger picking the wickets for their team here. They didn't do much with the bat, but they've come in with the ball and picked 7 wickets in no time. But it's again that man, Wilson Itanga, who's still out there in the middle. Look at that pitch. Misses it completely, tries to go over that fielder at long on. Not ideal again for another batsman for Zonic Tigers.
Yes, the wickets have been damaged there, and again on that occasion you see the trajectory of the ball. It was delivered flat and just skidded on. Something we all know as a flipper. It's a flipper that he delivered, and it worked as a gem. Picked up his second wicket, and tight figures here for the Ugandan internationals who have come to play all the way from Uganda here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. And it's a very entertaining innings, this. People watching this game anxiously, tuning in on this beautiful Saturday morning. The score reads 41 for 7. Coming in to bowl the final delivery of the 8th over. Brian Masaba and Roger Mukasa doing the business here for Telugu Royals. And the required run rate is rising as the current run rate drops down to 5. It will be interesting to see how Wilson, the lone warrior out there in the middle, carries his side. The question is, will he be able to carry his side all the way as the pressure keeps rising? And in comes the new batsman, Stephen Nwali, who has played 8 matches and has scored only 1 run. Not much to talk about. So you can understand how difficult it is for Wilson out there. Those 63 runs might seem a lot. And Stephen will be facing Brian Masaba, who has just picked up a wicket. Bowls it outside off to the lefty, straight to the fielder, and a dot ball. Just 2 runs off that over and a wicket. Brilliant over by Brian Masawa. Applying immense pressure here are the spinners. And we're yet to see introduction of pace bowling by Telugu Royals. They have the likes of Mitari Ivan, who's been crucial for Telugu Royals in this tournament, RCA T20 Cup.
And the man with the golden arm comes into the attack. The captain himself, Ramu. Can he also continue where Roger left and Brian McMasava and pick a wicket or two for his team? With Sonny Tanga, who's on 12 of 23 deliveries, still out there. He's the only person standing between those 2 points in the air for some time, but straight to the fielder at long off for a single. I'm not sure if this is ideal from Wilson, exposing these tail enders. Try and take the game away from the opposition here, Wilson Itanga. Get a boundary or two. He has the... we all know he can do that. He has done it before. He was part of that famous win where Rwanda managed to upset Tanzania in the Tri-Nation last year, being the man of the match of that game. He can hit this cricket ball a long way. Loud appeal there. The finger is raised. I just mentioned Wilson Nitanga exposing the tail enders, and he has done it superbly, as Steve Nwari had no clue whatsoever, and he's been dead plumb, and he has to take the long way back. And it's the captain with the golden arm that strikes, and he gets wicket number 7 for his team.
Pitching in line, clueless was Steven there, plump as it can be. And the raise of the finger by Gaston, the on-field umpire. He has to depart. The new man in is Israel. He's done his duty with the ball in hand. Now he's been provided the opportunity to do something with the bat. No partnership has been constructed successfully so far for Zonic Tigers, and matters seem to get worse each and every ball, each and every over, as we see 42 on board, having lost 8 wickets. You can see how animated Telugu Royals players are. I wonder what's going on in Wilson Nitanga's mind right now, as he's on 13 of 24 deliveries. It's questionable to know what format of cricket we're playing here. Flighted straight to the bowler. Was a bump catch there. Well done in the end by Ramu, keeping it extremely tight in the air past the bowler. Well done by Rogers in the deep.
Can Wilson here get a single and take strike in the next over? Last ball coming from what has been a fantastic first over from the captain. giving away only 2 runs and a wicket. Cause Aerial fielder is under it. Roger Mukasa, he doesn't drop many. He takes it comfortably. Poor batting there from Wilson Itanga as he has to be put out of his misery. He was looking at some stage as he was playing for the opposition side here. But his rusty innings comes to an end courtesy of the captain Ramu. Only one fielder outside the ring, and Wilson complies and chips in an easy catch there in the end. Roger Mukasa, one of the best fielders in Africa to be precise. And that brought us to the end of the 9th over. 43 for 8 for 9, I beg your pardon. 1 wicket to go. Look at that. Very easy as you like. Look at that celebration. Very, very much needed points for Team Telugu. If they win this game, they have a chance to play the finals. As I mentioned earlier, they still have one more game. The captain, the former captain there, Shiva, telling the whole team, look alive. As we see Brian Mark Masawa comes into ball from the pavilion end. Can he wrap things up? Israel, who is also a leg spinner, is up to the challenge of another leg spinner, but more experienced this time round.
Smiles all around the park here as Zonic Tiger send in the last man, and Telugu Royals just 1 wicket away from picking up a comfortable, well-deserving 2 points. Zonic Tigers didn't have much to score, but all of a sudden you see a domino effect having here. Complete collapse here by Zonic Tigers batsmen. Nobody making an impactful innings, and they're struggling to make it even down the halfway mark. Brian Masaba bowls a wide. Extras, these extras could cost them. Should never be taken lightly here, as they still require 60 off 65 deliveries.
I'm not sure they need 60 extras to win this game. I'm not sure which ball is going to give them those extras. Solid there from Israel. We saw earlier in the first innings Zonic Tigers being smashed in the power play. But this time round, what an effort from Roger Mukasa with the ball. Goes on the back foot, inside edge, straight to the stumps. That's the end of the innings. Telugu Royals managed to defend 103 runs and win by a big margin of 60 runs, and they get the 2 points. Look at the celebration there. What a game we just witnessed here, Zed. This game was won in the power play by Roger Mukasa, picking up 5 wickets in his 4 overs.
The bowlers have done it for the Telugu Royals. It's never easy defending a low total of 101, but they said if it was difficult for us to bat on that pitch, we'll make it extremely difficult for you to come chase it. And big ups to the bowlers. Bowl tight lines, good lengths, expertise all the way from the Uganda side. There was no counter attack by the Zonic batsmen, not a single partnership that could have sustained that run chase. They failed to reach even the halfway mark. We'll be back with you for the post-game presentations. Please stay tuned.
Check, motherfucker, check, motherfucker. Check, check, check. Check. Check, microphone.
and welcome back to our post-match presentation. What a game we just witnessed here at Gahanga International Cricket Ground. It was game number 12. Earlier at the toss, the captain of Zonic Tigers, Martin Akayezu, won the toss and elected to bowl first, trying to restrict Telugu Royals to 140, and they did it well, superbly, where they restricted Telugu Royals to 103 runs. But guess what? It was Telugu Royals who came in, all guns blazing with the ball, courtesy of some good performances from Roger Mukasa with the ball to beat Zonic Tigers by 60 runs. First of all, a round of applause to Telugu Royals for getting that massive win and getting 2 points. And I would like to thank the ground staff, the match officials and the scorers for making this happen, whereas the sponsors, Dafabet and RCA. First things first, let me hear from the losing captain, Martin Akayezu. Please come through. Earlier at the toss, you won the toss and restricted Telugu Royals to a total you would thought was very good for you. Where do you think you lost the game?
I think we lost the game by giving out the wickets. So we gave away our wickets, some of us. I think that's what cost us the game. We gave away our wickets.
As earlier you said, you needed these 2 points because even tomorrow you have another game. But it looks like today you didn't get those 2 points. Moving forward, where do you think you can correct?
For us, we are going to go back home, think about what we did long, and we'll come hard tomorrow. I think we'll win the other one. Yeah.
Tough luck and all the best in your next game. Captain for Telugu, please come through. First of all, congratulations. I must say here, was that a very good toss to lose?
Yeah, obviously because we want to bowl first. Depends on the ground situation. But unfortunately we are 20 to 30 runs short and the ball was very slow. The pitch is very slow, but Roger bowled very well. So we came back and we have a road to the final.
What does it mean having Roger Mukasa and Brian Mark Masaba in your side? We've seen the damage they can do.
Because they have very good knowledge and they are playing since long and they understand the pitch situation and they bowl the sticks to stick because they already faced the balls from the batting side. So they did it well.
What was the strategy for you to use only spinners in this game?
Because it was slow pitch, very slow. So we used we capitalized that. We have 5 spinners, so we capitalized that.
You have another game tomorrow. How ready and sure are you to get those 2 points and stand a chance to play in the finals with challengers?
Yes, we will try our best to reach the final.
Okay, all the best. And that was it from the 2 captains. And now the big moment of the player of the match. First of all, I would like to call our third umpire, Rukundo, to hand over the player of the match award. Of course, we had a couple of good performances today. We saw earlier Bosco Tuizere striking the ball over 180, getting 31 runs for his team. From Zonic Tigers, we saw the young Israel with the ball picking 3 crucial wickets for just 15 runs. But guess what? The player of the match, I know everyone can guess that, is one player who came out with the ball opening and picking the first fifer in the tournament. None other than Roger Mukasa for his 5 wickets for 14 runs and with the bat 22 runs. Well done there, Roger. Tell the whole world watching what was on your mind being given the ball to open.
I think the wicket was too slow the first time we started batting, and I told my teammates, if we score 120, 130, we will defend the score because the wicket was not slow. Was not easy to play. It's too slow and keeping has 2 bounce, keeping low. So I knew we're gonna use the slow bowlers, so we'll be defending any runs we put on the score.
How does it feel coming all the way from Uganda and being the man of the match, getting your team 2 crucial points?
Yeah, it feels nice to come from Uganda. It's a long journey, and then you win. You feel some energy. You feel you don't waste time on the way, and you don't waste the guys who call you to play. So it feels nice. It feels nice.
Well done, Roger, and all the best in tomorrow's game.
Thank you.
That was it from the post-match presentation. Don't go anywhere. We have a second game coming this afternoon. Right Guards Cricket Club taking on KCC, and Bob Bashir signing out.
Bye.